Ulduar is nearly here, and it's a great time to level new alts and decide which class and spec to main. My DPS tier list will help you to decide what to play in the best raid in Wrath of the Lich King. I've been running Ulduar every minute of the day, so I can raid lead and secure my Valinir on 3 separate characters in Phase 2. With my experience, I've compiled the ultimate DPS ranking list. Though when I'm actually recruiting for my Ulduar runs, I'll be much more focused on maximizing raid buffs over raw DPS. First up, you'll probably never see them tier. At number 22, we have Sub-Rogues, and at number 21, we have Beast Mastery Hunters. I never saw a Sub-Rogue or a BM Hunter on the PTR, but I wouldn't consider BM to be meme tier. There are just 2 better Hunter specs that everyone plays instead. Next up, wait, he's actually out DPSing me tier? At number 20, we have Frost Mage. I played with multiple Frost Mages during Ulduar testing, and I was pleasantly surprised to see them showing out on the DPS meters. At number 19, we have Retribution Paladins. Sure, I didn't notice many Rets in the top portion of the meters, but that's missing the point. This is a necessary class that brings a lot to the table with their buffs. At number 18, we have Arms Warriors. Arms is really starting to take off. The scaling just gets better and better, especially with the recent Ulduar item level buffs. At number 17, we have Shadow Priest. Literally every Ulduar group on the PTR was sitting around waiting for a Shadow Priest. And they really can pump. Multiple Shadow Priests I played with were consistently in the top third of the DPS meters. At number 16, we have Elemental Shaman. I just played with a monster Ellie Shaman who was topping the meters, and he got me very amped up. One Ellie plus is that they have a high DPS floor, meaning even a low-end Ellie Shaman will still be pumping 4k DPS. At number 15, we have Feral Druids. Ferals have huge variance in DPS due to skill and gear, but I'd happily take one in my raids. There's really nothing worse than progression raiding without any battle reses or innervates. At number 14, we have Boomkins. I know I'll be bringing a Boomkin to my raids without hesitation in Ulduar, but I just didn't see them at the top consistently on single target fights. At number 13, we have Destruction Lock. I'm always happy to have a Warlock in my Ulduar groups, though I'd usually prefer it to be Demo or Affliction. But all Warlocks do bring huge utility to the table, and who am I to stop you from having fun? At number 12, we have Fury Warriors. With the new 252 item level gear, Fury Warriors are going to scale so much better than before, and in my raids, a Fury will always be welcome. I'm not surprised here. At number 11, we have Fire Mages. I'm consistently noticing Fire Mages near the top of the meters, and things are only looking better and better. It's time for Fire Mages to start to shine, especially in longer fights. At number 10, we have Marksmanship Hunters. With the hugely buffed Ulduar gear, we're essentially getting an extra raid tier in terms of upgrades. This benefits physical DPS classes like MM Hunters, so expect them to perform better than before. At number 9, we have Arcane Mages. The Arcane Mages I played with in Ulduar have been absolute pumpers, and this looks like their phase to shine. Though the big drawback of mages is that you'll be seeing the floor often. I swear I spent half my PTR time rezzing Arcane and Fire Mages. At number 8, we have Enhancement Shamans. Everyone is desperate to bring an Enhanced Shaman, but more for the utility than the damage. The fact that Enhance can consistently pump top 5 DPS is a huge plus. At number 7, we have Survival Hunters. Everyone freaking loves Survival Hunters since they bring high DPS and big utility with pulls, misdirect, and replenishment. And I know you'll love subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and hitting the notification bell. The Pumper tier. At number 6, we have Frost Death Knights. Frost DKs are DPS monsters, but they have great utility too. One time we even had a DK save us from a wipe on Araya by death gripping the cat out of the raid stack. At number 5, we have Assassination Rogues. Assassination Rogues are absolute monsters, and at this point you'd be surprised if they aren't at the top of the DPS meters. At number 4, we have Demonology Warlocks. Nobody is running Ulduar 25-man without a Demo Lock. They're the ultimate raid boost for DPS. But Demo is also a consistent meter topper in terms of raw damage. At number 3, we have Combat Rogues. Combat Rogues scale amazingly well with the newly buffed Ulduar gear. By the end of Phase 2, expect Combat Rogues near the top on nearly every fight. At number 2, we have Affliction Warlocks. Warlocks are money in Ulduar, and Affliction Warlocks are solid gold bars. The kings of the execute phase, it's entirely possible you'll see 4 or 5 warlocks at the top of the meters in a typical pug. A tier of their own. At number 1, we have Unholy Death Knights. There's nothing I'd rather see in my Ulduar than a geared Unholy Death Knight. One warning, however, is that while the top-end Death Knights will destroy the meters, a lesser skilled Death Knight won't be pumping close to those numbers. And now that you know the biggest pumpers in Phase 2, you'll want to get your ults ready as fast as possible. Check out my ultimate ult leveling guide next.